Well, the students, it is the fourth video for week 2, and we are learning topography of Pakistan. In the previous video, we learned about the Indus plain and the Indus water system, that how it is important in the agriculture and overall development of Pakistan. This time we are learning about the deserts of Pakistan. Just look at this picture and imagine and feel the beauty and wilderness together. And also you may assess the hardships of the life in this type of terrain. Deserts are not only existing in Pakistan, but also they are existing in entire region. Let me give you an example. For example, the Great Sahara Desert makes up most of the North African regions. Similarly, Gobi Desert in China, a major portion of the Australia is a desert, and Nevada deserts exist in America, whereas India, Rajasthan, is a very vast desert, and the portion of that desert is also included here in Pakistan. But deserts have their own beauty and charm as well as hardness. Those people who have visited Middle East, they find and they often explain and praise the beauty, and also they complain about the tough life. Deserts of Pakistan are one of the most beautiful deserts in the world, and these deserts are the cradles of the ancient civilizations. Well, let's start. And in the start of the first video, I told you that there are 3 deserts are in Pakistan. Number 1, Thar Desert, with the borders of India and Pakistan. That is Thar Desert. And then Thal Desert in the between Chenab and the river Jhelum, in just in the foot of the Potawar region is the Thar Desert, Hoshab, Thal and other areas. And then the Kharan Desert in the Balochistan. Let's see, there are 3 desert areas in Pakistan between river Jhelum and river Indus. There is the Thar Desert, which is known as Sindh Sagar Doab. In the southeastern part of Pakistan, there is the Thar Desert. This Thar Desert can further categorize into Tharparkar, Nara and Cholistan. I mean, this desert is further can be named into various distinct regions: Tharparkar, Nara and Cholistan. The Kharan Desert is located in the western Balochistan. Next. Features of the deserts and the climate. Well, the life in the desert, you all are familiar and you all have enough information about the deserts that there is always shortage of rainfall. Clear? And because of the shortage of the rainfall, the temperature of the region is dry and hot. And because of this trait, there all the time blows strong winds. Clear? Fast blowing winds frequently blow, and they shift the they de-shape the surface, and sometime people when travel they find that the sand heap was on the one side, but a moment after a strong wind blows and the entire uh, snow shifts to other regions. That is why it is said that to be lost in the wilderness mean to be lost in the uh, desert. Clear? Is one of the very challenging. Fine. Secondly, in the deserts, there is a mixed, say, land surface, dry, rock, clear, and there are quite less vegetation available. Okay, naturally, with the blessing of God, when there rains, uh, the water reserves become in shape of ponds and others. Fine, they are the only source of the uh, life for the people and the cattle. Unfortunately, life in the desert is more challenging, even worse in the recent times, because of the negligence, lack of resources, lack of infrastructures, droughts, windstorms, cyclones, and uh, lack of infrastructure uh, destroys the people and their property. And we often listen in the news that in Tharparkar and in the uh, Balochistan desert, lots of people died because of the water scarcity and others. Well, dear students, we should be back. Deserts are also beautiful. There is simple life, simple people, limited resources, and deserts provide entertainment. People go on safari trips. In desert, there are wild animals like deer and nilgai or something we say. Fine. So they are very beautiful. Even the Arabs do come to these regions of Pakistan in Rahim Yar Khan and the affiliated regions, and they enjoy a good time. Coastal areas and the Delta region. Well, it is the seventh important feature of the Pakistan physiography and the topography. Let's have the definition of coast. Coast is seashore or coastline or the borderline between land area and the water bodies. Clear? This area. Land area and the water bodies. This is called coast, shore, bank. There are many uh, geographical terms are applied to express these traits and qualities. Well, delta region is little bit different. Delta is called, especially delta, Indus Delta. I have to go back to some this region, or let me move to some previous video or map where this is shown. Anyway, if you look at this region, this is called delta when the river is divided into many branches. Fine. And these mean when the river divided into many streams, streams from the main course and flow into many areas. This area becomes very special because It is a very good place for natural plants, mangroves, for animals, wild animals, for birds. Clear? And this area is very important from many other ways. Clear? So this is called delta. Okay. Okay, move next to our topic, and this is here delta region. So for the difference, coast is actually with the sea or with the ocean or mega river. Delta is the branches which happen. Coastlines are covering an area of 62 6 lakh 20,000 kilometers on the earth. 60 lakh 20,000 kilometers on the earth. These are the total coast areas of the world. Geographically, Pakistan is located near shore connected to Indian Ocean by the coastline of the northeastern Arabian Sea. Clear? Pakistan is lucky. I have explained all the time, and you already know that Pakistan is on the opening of the Indian Ocean. Fine. Balochistan coastline is 800 kilometers areas. Clear? It is called Makran coast, also with mountain regions. Balochistan coast areas, Makran coast, 800 kilometers, and there are mountains and blue water, sandy beach. Sindh area, 250 kilometers. The coastline covers almost 1,050 kilometer areas that is connected with India and Iran. And Pakistan's total coastline is 1,050 kilometers, and the coastline is connected from Sindh side. It is linked with India, and other side it is linked with Iran. Pakistan's coastal areas produce more than 6,25,000 tons of fish. Means these coastal areas are not just wilderness and open area, but rather they have the plenty of the seafood. Clear? And according to careful estimate, 6,25,000 tons of fish is produced from these areas, whereas only 1,31,000 tons is exported. So we need to work on this, that these exports can be promoted for the more economic prosperity of the region, people, and the overall country. Economic benefits of the coastal areas to the country. Remember, historically, currently, if a country doesn't have coastline, is in the greatest disadvantage. Just assume that Russia is such a vast country, but unfortunately it doesn't have any active and best located coastline, and this is the reason that it is confronted into many issues. Whereas Pakistan is lucky to have an open coastline, and through this the movement in the sea can easily. According to the defense experts, no country may easily survive or expand without the sea. Okay, all the colonials who captured America, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India, they came not through the land, through the ships. They developed strong navy, and now even you find this that Americans, whenever they move, they have the warships, frigates. They move their ships into those regions, and a ship is a standing castle and works and benefits for the Americans. And similar, there are others. So the significance of the sea route cannot be challenged or cannot be denied it. Let's come to Pakistan, Karachi, which is an industrial hub of the country, and other areas like Port Qasim and others, they produce at least 20% of the national GDP. I mean, all the oil and production is made through. Karachi is one of the largest ports in the South Asian region. Shipbuilding, coastal tourism, coastal power plants, boat building, ports and shipping, forestry, fisheries, coastal agriculture, gas, and oil minerals are one of the notable industries which work on the coastal areas. Another significance that Gwadar is natural port, natural deep port, and it is going to be the game changer for this region. Dear students, it is all with this discussion today. Let me summarize all these points. Number one, learning of the topography is the physical features of the land, properties, environment, infrastructure, and much more. Learning of the physical features provides the students with better analytical skills to interpret the region with logic and evidence. Thank you very much.